Hello everyone, welcome back to Celeste. As you can see, last week we got to here, which is the heart of the mountain, or the core in Chapter 8 as it calls it. And last week we finished the summit and got to have a nice little strawberry cake with all of our friends, which was really nice. But let's continue on here and see what the core is all about. About a year later. And there we are. Hey there, kiddo. Nice to see you again. Here's the cave I told you about on the phone. Follow me. Oh, what are we getting into now, huh? Oh no. If you can't tell, I have no more stamina. So let's just retry that one more time. Seems that we are not getting the stamina we need when we rest or stop jumping. So let's just renew that with one of those. But it does look like it still resets every time we transfer a page. What is this place? This passage leads to the center of the mountain. You said you wanted to come back and explore deeper. Doesn't get any deeper than this. Be careful though. When you get this close to the heart of the mountain, its power will start affecting you differently. Yeah, I already noticed some of that. That we did. Good luck in there. Alright, let's see what else she has to say. Where's that other part of you? I don't know, I expected her to show up by now. Maybe I've changed and she's not part of me anymore. Or maybe you've grown together. Maybe it's not so easy for the mountain to separate you now. I'd wager she's still with you in some form. I like that theory better. I still wish I could talk to her though. No. Do you keep in touch with Theo? Yeah, he spent the summer in Vancouver. We got to spend some quality time together. What's he up to these days? He's back in California with his family now. He wants to be around while his sister finishes law school. It sounds pretty intense, but he wants to be there to support her. He seems like a nice young man. It's been a while. How have you been? Oh, same old, same old. And in my case, that's pretty old. I'm not getting any younger, that's for sure. Some days just keeping the lights on can take all my energy. The mountain still keeps me sharp though. I'm not ready to give up the ghost anytime soon. I'd expect no less from you. Take care of yourself. Man. Ooh. If you look, we can't get past this right now. And if that blue hue means anything, you guys have seen this before. So, I'm going to go right to that point then. So I have pulled up a walkthrough to get me to those crystal hearts, and that's just to make it easier on myself so I'm not searching every nook and cranny, but also so it makes this a little bit easier for you guys to watch. So we're going to go to crossing, and Let me see here. Okay. Alrighty. So we gotta go past this house. Then we gotta go up to the left. Easier said than done. There we go. Alright, let's go up to the left here. I believe it's up here. So we'll continue on. So let's get up here. And this is where we got one of the strawberries, as you can see. But this one is kind of a little bit of a puzzle. So, yeah, it corresponds to both the colors on the little computer there and the birds that are there. So, let's take a look at the colors. So, white, purple, blue, red, purple, yellow. So, depending on all that, we kind of have to follow the birds and follow how they go. So, let's go. And we do that through dashes, just kind of how they're dashing as well. So, let's just start in this little corner here. Maybe not. Let's see, let's try up here. Or no, I'd rather us do B down here, so. Up, left, down right, upright, left, and then up left. There we go. And to catch these, you have to dash into them. This one's called Pointless Machines. And that's the first one that we've gotten. Alrighty. So, I believe the next one is in the next area, of course. But now, as you can see, we got another blue heart there. And this one will be in the old site, I believe, from the very beginning. So, let's start there. And this, you kind of have to use the trick. Because that's how you get to higher places. And here is the second one. Which is called the Resurrections. Which is kind of fitting for this stage because it is a stage about, you know, dreams and herself and finding herself. Which is really kind of interesting. So let's go back down here. Land right by the fire. And I am going to move on to the next one. Alright, for the third one, it's at one of my favorite spots. And it's at the Celestial Resort, and it's under Huge Mess, where we have to help him clean up a whole huge mess. Miss Madeline, I really must implore you to keep up. I'm running a world-class establishment here. I don't have time to wait around for meandering guests. Yeah. You really don't have to wait for me. I'm just looking for a way through this place. Customer's always right. Business finally picking up and he loses his temper. He loses his head later, too. Alrighty. We can explore at our leisure. Alrighty. So, let's get through this huge mess. And we need him to activate the first part of this so that we can get through. So, let's continue on here. Alright. Let's just kind of skip through this. So that way he can continue on. I mean, we've already seen this dialogue between us two, but if you haven't, go see my earlier videos. Alright, and this heart is actually going to be found in, not this one, but the one right underneath it. This path over here. Alright. We get to talk to our friend Theo again. Woohoo! Are you a guest here too? I'm so happy to see you right now. I'm all about spooky mysteries. And Theo's trying to get out of here because he does not feel great in this place. So he instead goes through the vents, whereas we decide to try and help out Miss Sarshiro, which kind of says a lot about Madeline. I mean, she definitely puts herself in positions that could possibly harm her, and that's only just to help those around her. So it's very interesting on that aspect of her character. Take care of yourself. Thanks. Alright, and I believe it's right up there, but we can't get through it right now because of all of that. So, let's see if we can fix that by getting through this. And I'm just going to make it shorter for you guys. You don't have to watch me go through all this, so see you later. So I got to this point. At this point, you know, all the linens and everything will go into these cupboards and be gone forever. So, as you can see right here, we can't go back. But if we were to do this, and all those from everywhere to clean up a huge mess, those are all put away now. Let's instead go up this area, which in turn takes us back over here so we can go back, hopefully. Maybe if we can get the timing right. Alright. There we go. Alrighty. I will say that doing this before the other two does make it a lot easier, because otherwise it'd be pretty near impossible. So let's go over here. Alright. And then if we go up there, you can see that the pathway is cleared now. And we have another crystal heart. Scattered and lost. which is a lot like this entire hotel. Alright, on to the next one then. Alright, so for this next one, it will be on Golden Ridge, where we first learned, you know, to breathe and stuff like that. So let's go to Shrine. And this will actually be just right over here, I believe. Nope. We've got to go up here, actually. Alright. Now we gotta go this way. We actually found this one earlier, but we didn't do anything with it yet. And let's see, here's one of the strawberries. But we go through this wall, and we find this area. But if you see this, we just can't quite reach it, no matter how high or how we jump. And in these earlier levels, we don't have the double dash as we do in the later levels. So what we have to do in this one is we actually come over to this white block. Looks a little bit like a Mario block. Crouch on it till we disappear. And now, as you can see, we can jump on the background. It's a pretty cool little feature. Kind of similar to those earlier Mario Bros. Games. Eye of the Storm. And now we're back at the front. And no longer on the background, and we can't use this anymore. So, what a cool part of that. So, now that we have 4, we could go on with the rest of the game on the core, but I am going to, for this episode, continue on and get all of the crystal hearts that there are. So, I will see you in the getting of the next one. Alright, so this next one is in the Mirror Temple. And it's actually in depths when we first see our friend Theo stuck in glass. We'll just kind of skip over all this. But yeah, I mean, it's very interesting even throughout this entire like Mirror Temple. Theo still has like a good outlook on everything, and he's not too worried about everything that's kind of happening to him. He's just kind of, he goes along with the flow, and you know, he doesn't make too big a deal out of the hardships that he has, which is kind of says quite a bit about him. Alright everybody, so we went a little bit further and we are back to this area, if you'll remember it. And we do have to get a key for later on, but we are not going to use it on that one. I will go and grab the key right now though. So, once again, see you in a sec. Alright, so now that we're here and have the key, I'm going to show you what's going to happen. We're going to go over to the right here, but we're going to stop and go into the middle area here. just that second one back, and we're gonna go up and around instead of right through that door. Alright, so we got through that finally, and we have to go through this ground here. And there's a little eyeball there that's really menacing looking. So let's see what it wants. Alrighty. From what it said, we have to kind of go across, oh, kind of the outside edges of this area. Kind of see where it takes us. Alright. There we go. And here is the 5th one. Quiet and falling. Alrighty. Well, now on to the next one. Alright, so in this one, for Chapter 6 Reflection, its Crystal Heart is in the 3rd subchapter under Hollows. So let's go there. And I remember this place. It really is quite peaceful, even with these smashing things, so. Alright. We gotta go up to here. Oh, maybe if I can time it right, jeez. Alrighty. Well, let's just try that one more time. Let's go all the way up. Alright. Alrighty. And then we have to go to the left from here. And then climb into this secret area. Ooh. Now, if you look at these look like the exact same colors and instance as the first one. So, we have to do that. And each of these corresponds to a different sequence in how we go about it. So, I'm going to follow the walkthrough here because it is a lot more tedious. And if you don't get it right, you have to start that one over again. So I will go ahead and kind of rush through that real quick so you guys don't have to see me try and fail 1,000 times. Alrighty, and that is all of the combinations for those. As you could tell, there was quite a few of them, but just so you know, that last one, it's kind of a combination of everything. So this one was doing it normally, this one was doing it the reverse way, so right is left and left is right. This was doing it down is up and up is down, and this one it's scratched out there, but it was right is left and left is right and up is down and down is up all at the same time. So it's definitely one that's a little bit trickier. But now we have Heavy and Frail. So we will now continue on to the next one. So after looking through the walkthrough, the one for the summit is actually a little bit trickier to get. So I am actually just going to go on and show you what happens when you unlock the door with 4 obtained crystal hearts. So let's continue on there, and it kind of goes through his cutscene again. So kind of just have to skip through all that. But yeah, the summit one has you have to get certain type of jewels at each of the different areas, heights, I would say, I guess. And after you get all those, then you can get the final crystal heart. So it's going to be a little bit lengthier of a process for that one. So I'll probably do that one in another episode if I'm still trying to do the core at that point. If not, at the beginning of the next episode. Just to get it done and over with. But yeah, so let's go ahead and see what this does. And there we go. It's open. It's pretty cool. And as you can tell, it's pretty hot in here too. Those walls kind of just move you around. But yeah, with the introduction of this wonderfully looking enemy, I'm going to call it here. And I'm gonna end the episode here. And you guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know what you want me to play next, and yeah. But as for now, that's all, and I will see you in the next one.